Welcome to the Intuitive Hour with psychic medium, author, and intuitive life coach, Michelle Beltran. The Intuitive Hour will empower you to learn how to magnify your intuitive voice. Listen in and expand your understanding of what it means to be psychic and how to awaken, amplify, and trust your inner voice.
Good morning, and welcome everyone. It's always such a pleasure to meet with you all here for this intuitive hour. Before we begin today, I want to be sure to mention some updates. Yesterday was the launch of Women Gone Wild, the Feminine Guide to Fearless Living Wealth Edition. We had an incredibly successful book signing in Las Vegas where all the authors met. If you missed that, all the information is available on my social medias and or my website. Be sure to join my newsletter at michellebeltran.com for the updates and ongoings of this and other events coming up. I'm super excited to share that Women Gone Wild has been ranked a bestseller in 3 categories at Amazon: wealth management, personal transformation, and small business sales and selling. So we are all over the moon excited about this. If you haven't had a chance to get your copy, the Kindle edition is available as of yesterday at Amazon. And once again, visit michellebeltran.com. I'm most active at Instagram. The handle is _Michelle_Beltran. So do visit Instagram where all the links and information to get your Kindle edition are available. All right, so today's episode, this is such a popular topic, so I wanted to revisit it. I've talked about dreams in a number of different ways here on the Intuitive Hour, but specifically the dream that guides us, how to predict the future using your dreams. It's just such a hot topic. I wanted to revisit that today and give you all some tips and guidance on opening that doorway to our dreams that can guide us about what's ahead. All right, so have you ever had a dream guiding you about the future? Many of us have. If so, you are in good company. So many people are experiencing dreams foretelling what's ahead. They're having deja vu experiences, that feeling of dreaming or sensing something before it happens at one point or another. By and large, when we dream, we are in a passive experience where we are projecting our thoughts and ideas and emotions into a movie screen of sorts. I like to describe it as that. At some juncture, at some point amidst this often very abstract and creative experience, there comes that dream that seems precognitive in nature, meaning it's telling the future, it's guiding us about what's ahead. This becomes very apparent to you as the dreamer, of course, because ultimately that dream actually comes forward. And you find yourself saying, wow, I just dreamt that, or some parts of that. So it's here when the dream is met with a very powerful awareness that was once dreamed is now actual. That prophetic dream, that dream of the future. There is absolutely nothing supernatural or fanciful about this kind of dream guiding us about the future. And in fact, this innate ability to imagine and or think about what's ahead for us has given our species, the human race, an enormous advantage through the course of evolutionary history. Remember this, everyone. The forward thinking capacity of the human mind does operate in both waking and dreaming. So let's use those dreams. So here's some clues or some indications that your dream is telling you what's ahead. Let's first talk about that. Listen to what you hear in your dreams. Pay very particular attention to that last dream right as you wake. Often, you will wake hearing a song or a few words, and it's not attached to an image or a symbol per se. It could be. But if this happens, pay attention, listen. We actually call that clairaudience here at the Intuitive Hour. I've also got a number of episodes talking about that variability, clairaudience, which means clear hearing. Do revisit those episodes for some more in-depth information on how to tune into this ability. That said, there is a reason you're waking with this echoing, this song, these words, this sound in your mind. This is your subconscious requesting that you listen to the dream, and it's a clue of a connection to your daily life and or what's ahead. Be sure to listen and receive the words exactly as you hear them. Don't make assumptions and take the message word for word. All right, next. Are you inspired or feeling emotion? Do you feel something emotionally here? No matter what it is, if you feel a strong emotional urgency to pay attention to the dream or some kind of deeper emotion in the dream, then this dream may also be a suggestion that time is of the essence and the dream will come again in life ahead. You can identify this emotion-filled dream because it often comes amidst many placid dreams or calm dreams. So you'll notice you've had calm, non-emotional dreams, and then out of nowhere, here comes that intense emotion-filled dream. So the emotional intensity of the dream is easily noticed and may even then repeat. Ask yourself if you have had this dream before as a third cue or clue to tune into. Dream events and dream symbols that repeat over and over, particularly in a short period of time, are an indication of something ahead in the future. And as mentioned, if the dream occurs 2 or 3 nights in a row repeatedly and or has intense emotion, you definitely want to take note. Next, an indication that you may be having a dream of the future. Pay attention to what you see. You might have symbolic images that come forward or literal. Dreams predicting the future or giving you some kind of guidance or insight about the future will often come forward with a visual symbol. Sometimes this presents in storylines. The point is you're going to see an image using your eyes, clairvoyance. Granted, you're sleeping, but still you have images and impressions, of course, that come forward in your dreams. So pay attention to that. An example, preceding a dream telling you the future, you see a clock, either facing forward or moving in a forward direction. The hands of the clock facing forward. This lets you know to pay attention. It's a symbol of time, and that this dream may present ahead in waking real life. The clock face becomes a symbol of a futuristic dream trying to guide you. So this is just an example. It's very possible you'll see other symbols indicating time, an hourglass, the sun or the moon, a literal calendar, holidays in the year or numbers. Be mindful of these things, indicating time. Be mindful that you may receive a symbol unique to you that displays the message that time matters. If you are an athlete and you see a start line and a stopwatch, if you're a musician and you see a metronome, these are unique symbols to each person and an expression of time and letting you know to pay attention. All right, that last dream. I talked a little bit about this earlier, that last dream before you wake. It's a very, very important one. This is happening because it's the dream we want to remember. This is your subconscious being very intentional and giving you a clear indication that information in this dream is useful. Now, this doesn't mean that other dreams earlier in your sleep or as you fell into sleep are not giving you guidance on the future. So do still look to those earlier dreams for insight. It's very typical, though, that last dream will be of relevance. As a side note, dreams of the future come in packs or clusters. You may notice that you have one dream guiding you about the future, and then another not too long after, and then even another. And then they stop for a while. The stopping is not that they have gone away. It's that they come to us in clusters or groups. Not every dream will guide you of the future. In fact, most dreams are what we call processing dreams. It's sort of like psychological balancing in our dream space. We need to dream. It's helpful. So we release and we process. We very commonly have those dreams. Dreams about the future are a little bit different, and they come in clusters and packs. Specializing in your expertise. So we all have natural talents that are inherent to us, of course. You may notice that your dreams about the future follow your area of expertise. Over time of journaling your dreams, you may have many future dreams about finances, for example, if you're seasoned in financial investment industry. You might notice a theme is the point here. What are you curious about? Just like the emotion-filled futuristic dream I've mentioned previously, the curiosity-filled dream gets our attention. So you might notice that these unique curiosity dreams are all about people or things that you want to know more about or are intrigued by. So if your dream inspires curiosity or intrigue, raises your eyebrow, or you have any emotions or feelings in that regard, this is a dream that could be telling you about the future. So pay attention. Finally, before we step into how to inspire these dreams of the future, I want to ask you to consider looking for oddities, things that are unusual. For example, did you have a dream of a very unique, unusual, out of the norm object or place or person? Make note of that very odd or unusual thing. The oddity tells you it's coming ahead. It's out of place. The oddity is a symbol or a phenomenon that suggests that our dreaming perception may recall more easily or pay attention to the odd or unusual aspect of a future place or event or even person. moving on to how to inspire your dreams to guide you and some things to look for. Number 1, set an intention. Set an intention to connect with your dreams. If you're following me at the Intuitive Hour, you know that one of the most important things in any intuitive or psychic development is to set the intention. So simply have the intention in your mind to receive guidance and insight about what's ahead using your dreams. That simple, that profound. Number 2, start smaller. Try this fun technique as you begin to connect with your dreams. Say out loud before you rest your head and fall into sleep, "Universe, show me what image will appear on the front page of the New York Times on Friday." This is a fun technique to sort of test your dreams, to try it out and see what happens. You'll be quite amazed. Be sure when you set your date that you give a specific date. Today in this episode, I have said Friday. That's somewhat vague, so be sure to say Friday followed by the specific date upcoming. As you awake from your dream, make note of sounds, symbols, feelings, anything that stood forward, things that were unusual. Make note of them. And be sure to take a look at the cover of New York Times on that particular day. Number 3, keep a dream journal. In your journal, record and date each dream in detail, sights, sounds, smells. That does happen in our dream. All of the details, make note. Number 4, sketching and drawing. They matter. They count. So, if words, emotion, images, or sounds don't manifest for you, that's perfectly fine. Draw an expression of your dreams as best you can. This is also a way your subconscious communicates with you, just like thought or writing words. Number 5, make sure that you come back to your dream later. Insight can be subtle when we're working with dreams predicting the future. So study your dreams and stay with them. Listen to their wisdom on a literal and symbolic level. You'll absolutely begin to analyze patterns of events and meaning of certain symbols in your dreams if you stay with it. Your consistency matters immensely. All right, number 6, be open and receptive before and after your dream. Your subconscious will begin to send you signs and symbols and messages if you'll listen. So be especially tuned in and open to heightened messages before and after. They may come to you in the form of symbols, thoughts, feelings, or physical sensations. Number 7, pay attention to your body when you wake. Did you notice an ache, a tingle, or an unusual sensation in your physical body after a dream? This can be very valuable information about what's ahead for you or others. And finally, number 8, we want to remember to put it all together. Dreams of the future are a bit like a puzzle. Precognition may manifest itself to you in what may seem like jumbled pieces. Your job is to be patient, stay with it, and put it all together over time. All right, everyone, please keep in mind a few things when you're working with dreams of the future. It's really important to get a good night's sleep. No exception there. It's an act of self-love, not selfish. It's a self-love thing to get a good night's rest. Also, be sure to keep a consistent sleep schedule. Going to bed too early or too late is disruptive. Stay on a mainstream schedule that works for you if you're going to be working with your dreams, especially dreams guiding you of the future. Set down the electronics, scrolling through social medias and so forth. Be sure to set down all of that at least an hour or two before going to sleep and trying to access and connect with dreams that might guide you of the future. It is also very helpful to keep your sleeping area cool and dark. Be sure to avoid alcohol or medications or even eating large meals before you go to sleep. And last, relax. The best way to do this is through meditation. I often use very soothing delta wave music. We also call this hemisync music. This will help you access those deeper brain waves that inspire connecting with your subconscious. Again, that's hemisync music, HEMI-SYNC. Do consider that. Okay, bottom line, everyone, you can find truly profound insights through your dreams. If you're beginning, you actually might also find that you tap into hidden creative and artistic expression that's ready to come forward, or even deep, meaningful inner wisdom regarding your life and perhaps others. So connecting with your dream space has so many positives. Connecting with your future dreams, of course, is inspirational and helpful guidance, absolutely within your ability to access, but does take your intention, your consistency, and being mindful to bring in these other steps we've talked about today. Connecting with your dream space is so profound. Not only can you gain insight of your future, but you just may find that this practice of tuning into your dreams with intention supports you in unlocking your full potential in life. So lots of reasons to connect with our dreams, in addition to the fact that they can guide us about the future ahead. All right, everyone. It has been a pleasure to visit with you today, to talk about dreams and dreams of the future. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I look forward to meeting with you all again next week.
Thanks for listening to the Intuitive Hour. If you like what you heard, we invite you to subscribe, rate, and review at Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen in.